Hi, welcome back. As tough of a day as it was for stocks, wow, look at crypto. It got crushed. Bitcoin and Ethereum all down double digits. In fact, the crypto space, the losses coming as Celsius, crypto lending company, paused withdrawals for customers. That sparked fears of wider liquidity issues in the space. And at one point, Ether was down 25% today. Brian Kelly joining us now for more on the big move lower. Brian, what still has to happen for crypto to be considered to hit some kind of a bottom? Because then let's be clear and be fair. Crypto has done this before. This is not the first rodeo.
Sure. No, absolutely. I've been saying it for years. Crypto is the riskiest thing you can do with your money. It is the most volatile asset out there. And so you need to size your positions appropriately. That being said, what do we need for a bottom here? We need this leverage to be washed out of the system. So what's happened in crypto over the last year or so is you have a lot of leverage built up, assets pledged against other assets, not too dissimilar to what happened to Wall Street during the 2008 crisis. And so you have a daisy chain of collateral that needs to be unwound. We're getting close to that. I don't think we're there yet, but we are getting closer to that.
What about these firms, BK? Celsius, we're looking at companies that one day they're operating, the next minute they're sending emails to their thousands or more clients saying, sorry, you can't take your money out. I mean, this is 2008 type stuff in the crypto world. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think, again, what investors need to know, these are not banks. This is not secured loans. There's no insurance on these things. And so when you are sending money to any one of these platforms, your counterparty is that company. And so while it might look like you're getting very high yields, you're getting a high yield for a reason, because there's risk. Bitcoin solves a lot of things. It doesn't solve human fear and greed, and it certainly doesn't solve the idea of high risk for high return. Those immutable laws of finance don't continue to exist with Bitcoin.
Maybe even exacerbated with Bitcoin, BK. Is that fair to say? I mean, even the hype and the fear may be greater than even other asset classes that we have seen go through this.
I mean, perhaps. I mean, the huge difference is Bitcoin doesn't have a central bank to ride to the rescue and print a bunch more money to buy it. So, yeah, in that sense, will it be more volatile? Likely, sure.
It just has more vocal acolytes, maybe in some respects, BK. Pete, it's not just crypto. I want to get your take on the cryptos itself, maybe if you're a buyer, what have you. Look at Coinbase Global, ticker COIN. This was a $350 stock in November. It is a $50 stock. Now, this is, it's not a bank, but this is maybe the biggest name in crypto, and it's getting crushed.
It is, and that's exactly where I was going, Brian. I mean, we were on a zone there together, because 368 actually was the high, and today we got to 46, and then we actually finished the day a little over 50, I think, or closer to 52. When you look at their balance sheet, that looks pretty good. When you look at their free cash flow, that looks pretty good. You look at short interest, you can also see a lot of people that have had a lot of success, Brian, because about 13% of the outstanding shares are short. So this is a stock that, as you were pointing out, 350s, actually 368, all the way down to where it is right now. That's the name that I'm looking at and watching. So when we do start to see any kind of a turn in the crypto world, I think that's one of the names that I would look at.
What goes first, the cryptos or the crypto stocks? Is it Coinbase or Bitcoin? That is what's the leading indicator?
I'd flip it. I think you'd have to follow Bitcoin, and that would lead you into it itself. Absolutely.
As BK said, you can do a lot of things with Bitcoin, but you can't flip it. It's a digital wallet.